Truth be told, there's a multitude of reasons why a paint or powder coat can fail. Bird poop, rock chips, tree sap, UV damage. We can't control those things, but the part that we can control is the prep work that goes into your piece before you paint or powder coat it. And if it isn't those external factors, poor prep work is the most common way to end up with a cracked, bubbling, or peeling coating. Here's how you prep the right way. First things first, you want to get down to clean, bare metal. There are a couple ways to do this. My personal choice for something small like today's project is going to be a blast cabinet. That's going to strip off any old paint, adhesive, surface rust, whatever is on there. Now, if you did have anything that was bigger than what can fit in a blast cabinet, like a door, a frame, or a hood, you might need to get a little bit creative. Another great option is the Contour SCT. That's going to be a great way to mechanically strip off a ton of rust. And side note, it was actually recently featured in an episode of The Mandalorian, so that's pretty cool. Or another option is chemicals like Fastetch. That will eat rust really quickly, and it leaves a zinc phosphate coating over the metal, preventing any further oxidization. If you do have to leave your project to come back to it later on, this coating will keep the bare metal from flash rusting in the meantime. I recently used Fastetch in the process of cleaning up the inside of my motorcycle tank, and I was stunned by the difference that it made. It got clean bare metal even in places that you can't get into to scrub. Pretty neat. Now it's at this point that I bust out the pre-painting prep for the first time. Now we call this pre-painting prep, but I use this stuff for everything, and I find that it works great for removing everyday things like oils, dirt, fingerprints, greases, waxes, polishing compounds, salt, cutting fluid, and more. This is actually our new green pre, made in the USA, 50 state legal. It's also non-caustic, so it won't chemically burn skin. It's also non-flammable, so you can have this around welders, electrical components, whatever. It's water-based. It's an alkaline solution, so you can use this on parts that have already been painted or powder coated without worrying about solvents eating through, because there are no solvents. And that is very nice. It comes in either a quart, a gallon, or a tub of 200 pre-soaked lint-free wipes, which is very important. All right, so we have clean bare metal. Now's the time to do some work. In your case, it might even be welding in a quick patch panel with our new MIG 90 welder. We have clean bare metal right now, so now's the time to do this stuff. Now we're getting into the important part. Things usually start to go wrong at this point. The first thing I want to address is your work environment. Are you working in a dusty, dirty garage where you're kicking up small pieces of dust just by moving things around? Is there a big draft? Is there a fan going? Because that's going to kick up dust and have it get into your paint, which is not good. If it's a paint job you really care about, you might want to hang some plastic sheets. I've even heard of people spraying down the floor with water just to try to trap and keep some of the dust down, which could be a good idea. Also, is your garage cold? Is the area you're working in cold? Because that's going to extend drying times, and that's something to think about as well. Prepping your environment is going to be just as important as prepping the piece itself. Now the final cleaning is going to start with some more pre-painting prep, but first off, put on some gloves just to avoid getting the oils on your fingers onto your piece. Then you grab your pre. When you do this, you want to wipe in one direction with a clean portion of a rag or a wipe, and then you'd flip the rag and wipe with another clean portion until there's no more dirt coming off of the part. Don't be afraid to ditch whatever you're using, rag, wipe, paper towel, for a brand new clean one. That's very important. Once your part is perfectly clean and the rags are coming up just as clean as you were before you wiped, now you can head over to where you're going to be spraying while touching the part as little as possible. At this point, you can hang your piece or lay it down and equip all your safety gear. In my case, I'm using a 2K primer and paint. So I use a full organic vapor respirator, gloves, and a paint suit. Last but not least, before spraying, I'd like to give my part a quick, gentle, and light wipe down with a tack cloth just to pick up any dust or debris that might have been kicked up from setting up in the booth. And just like with pre, switch to a clean, sticky side of the tack cloth every time you wipe. That is really it. Nothing crazy. Just be meticulous in making sure your part is super clean, straight, and that everything is taken care of beforehand. Then you can lay down your primer, paint, or powder coating, knowing that you'll get the best adhesion that you possibly could. Press the button to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're giving away a MiG 180 welder at 500,000 subscribers. Also check out our channel as well. We post tons of great how-to content over there you're definitely going to want to see. We'll have all the new green pre-products linked below. And as always, thanks for watching. I'm JD. Keep it right here at Eastwood to do the job right.